Let's begin. Welcome. This is going to be a playthrough of Stardeus Early Access new major update version 0.11 release candidate. And yeah, I will begin, and we will be playing a new scenario called Cargo Ship. In this scenario, we start with a fully operational cargo ship, and let's see how it goes. So the first thing you'll see when you start a new game is this. There will be a new screen where you can choose the crew. So this scenario, by the way, starts out without humans. So I only have robots. I can check every single robot, and it shows the backstory. So for example, this one was a cage fighter that gives +1 melee but reduces the construction skill. So if you close this, you can see the whole set of jobs, and you can randomize the whole crew and see how those change. If you want to micromanage, you can randomize each individual drone until you get something that is super overpowered and just start like that. And yeah, we're just going to embark and see where it goes. Yeah, let's see where it goes. Also, ignore this console. I'm gonna just close it right now. So I'm playing a development build. It is going to be rough around the edges. Alright, so this new scenario just shows a small intro in the beginning, and you start out with a quest to visit another star system. So if you've played before, this quest is a late game one. So basically all the beginning quests are skipped. You got this randomly generated ship with a ton of wall sockets along the way. So it has a huge grid already. It has a bunch of reactors. It didn't generate too well in this case because it looks like the connections did not work perfectly. I'm gonna just reroute a little bit of things. I think it should go like that. Okay, this one will not work. Yeah, so maybe let's fix the issues with the grid, because I do not really generate the ship in the perfect shape. So there is something to do for the player. There is going to be some work that the player has to perform and to get this into shape. And let's see. Yeah, so while the building is happening, let's see what we have in the research. We start out with a bunch of datoids up front. We have really a ton of technology that we can unlock, and a lot of it is already unlocked. For example, we have food production, hygiene, heating, oxygen production, planters, all that. All that is given to you in this scenario. So I would only recommend this scenario if you're an experienced Stardeus player. It's not suggested for the beginners. And I'm gonna unlock solar panels, reactor efficiency, so I could produce energy datoids. I will also go for weaving and clothing, so I could produce some clothing items for the newly arriving colonists. Then we will want a docking, that's a new feature. And we probably will want to go for... oh, spacesuit. Let's actually research the spacesuit so we could produce that. Now, humans will be... wait a minute, why is this not built? Okay, this is a demo effect. Because this is built, but it is rendered as a ghost. This is because I was in the research tree, so I still have this bug. I'm gonna report it to myself. It's a major. Finishing construction in research tree. Leaves ghost. I thought this was already fixed. But Render. Let's see what we can do with the render. Render stop. Render start. That fixed it. Yeah, so as I'm saying, this is a very early alpha build right now. It's not really ready yet, but I'm working on it. So let's connect this socket and now we'll have the grid more or less restored. So these will be chained like that. This one doesn't need to go here. This one should grab that. This one should grab this door and these two. And already someone is waking up. That's going to be rough. So we're 11 hours in day 0. Someone is waking up. So now when someone is waking up, we can make a choice. This is something new. You have to choose a colonist, one of the 3. So it's not just going to be popping up near the stasis array. Who are we going to choose? Let's see. I'll go with someone who's good at cooking and cleaning. Maybe this one. So here we go. We have the new arrival spawning here, but I have bad news for this person. They will not be able to survive too long because we have absolutely no conditions for living organisms yet. Absolutely no conditions. But we will plug the stasis, so the stasis will start producing oxygen and temperature. And yeah, let's actually look at what happens when a person is just sitting like that. So we have body with lots of body parts, and we will also have conditions, which right now is none, but if we wait just a little bit, we shall see that there's hypoxia, which is now mild, but it will be developing, and that will start injuring the organs. And you can already see that there's like organ wounds in the brain, lungs, and heart from the lack of oxygen. Actually, temperature is also minus 165, so we should soon develop another condition called hypothermia, and that will start killing the person as well, or at least it should. Yeah, so this is not going to be fine. This is not going to be fine. Although hypothermia did not develop, I want to figure out why. Can never report the bug. Hypothermia did not develop. Okay, so we have our first casualty. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. Let's do some housekeeping. We're gonna relocate the computing devices near the ship computer. Now, I want to enclose the stasis array and start doing something with it. Because the humans will be popping up much faster than before. Right now we have 10 hours till next wake up. This is because we don't have a single survivor, so the game will actually try to speed up the process a little bit. So let's go build a few walls. I'll go for interior wall, so I'm just going to enclose this area. I'll keep it small. Maybe just add a little bit a little tiny bit to it. I also would like to do some interior wall sockets right there and right there, so we could start connecting things. And right there. Oh, there's one more mode I want to show you. If you haven't seen it yet. If you're someone who wants to play the game in a very immersive way, there's a setting that you can go and change in the video settings, ambient lighting. It's called Fog of War. So if you enable that, you'll see that the game will not display anything that is dark. You can also hide the cursor light, and then you're left with this. So if the light source is not reaching a thing, you're gonna not see the ship or anything in there. And that can also be useful to play with the light range, so we can do this. Yeah, so if you really want to enjoy the game in an immersive way, that's an option. You can also drive a drone, and the drone will provide the light, so you'll see what's happening in there. So the drone will be your eyes, if you want. Yeah, but I'm gonna turn this off right now, so I just wanted to show it. I'll go back to immersive dim. Right, so we have our walls that we're gonna build. Then we will need some stuff like beds, toilets. Let's build the toilet first, and let's build a shower. Let's build some furniture, so a couple of steel beds. I don't know, maybe right there. 1, 2, 3. That's a dormitory. A little table. A few chairs around it. And also let's do some food prep. So we're gonna have a cooking station. Maybe right there. And a pet bowl if my pet will manage to wake up. Maybe somewhere here. Let's have a few planters. We're gonna start growing wheat. Let's move this refrigerator right there. Okay, what else? What else do we need to do? Let's wait for everything to get built. Okay, we have an incoming storage capsule which already arrived. I want to relocate it somewhere near the exit. And also I see that there's no door in this wall, which is an issue that I have noted myself, but I'll just wait for the door to be built. Okay, so we have one more person or dog waking up, so we can choose either to wake up a dog and have a pet, or choose a person. But I'm not gonna kill animals, so I'm gonna select this dude here because he's gonna not live long. Okay, we have some production of oxygen, but it's still not gonna be well for this fella here, or Dax. Okay, we will meanwhile make sure that the doors are gonna be closed and that everything is connected. Let's give some light around here. And the fridge is also not plugged yet. Right, how about increasing the range of some of these lights? Let's go increase the range so it would be brighter. And when you increase the range, the energy consumption slightly goes up. So for example, the line here consumes 0.2 kilowatts, and the one with full range consumes 1 kilowatt. So it's not the free power. All right, so how about we do something? How about we do something? Yeah, okay, we're gonna build one more planter right there. So we have 8. And I don't like the floors. They look very horrible. Let's change them. Let's change them into something like this. No, wait. Yeah, something like this. Something cozier. I don't want people to feel like they're in a hazard area. Have our first planter. Let's grow wheat. Now, these storages are quite far. We're always traveling all the way there. So let's just relocate the storages closer to where the action is. How about that? Those are quite big. I'm considering adding smaller storages as well. So like compact versions of those. But still it beats holding items on the floor like other games do. Dwarf Fortress, for example. Why is nobody building this? And yeah, when you hover any task, you'll see if the task is in progress, if assigned to anyone. So if you click it, you'll see who's assigned to. Now we're waiting for someone to build it. So let's say we want this to build faster. We could just ramp up the priority by 1. And as soon as some builder will get their time, there we go. The robot will build it now. And the capsule was relocated, so let's open it. Let's see what's inside. There's one unconfigured device. Oh, the pet bowl is not configured. Let's load survival meals in there. Let's plug more planters. And I want to... Whoa, stasis spot. I want to double click and select wheat. So all these will grow wheat. Now, where's that stasis spot? They used to be slow, now they're fast. I figured that everything has to be much faster. Everything has to be happening much faster. And I'm playing at 1x speed, so it's really not going to force you to wait for anything anymore. Okay, we have this door here. It's about time to close it and maybe go and see. Can we have door permissions? What if enemies come out? We lack detoids. Talking about detoids, I don't think I have established research production, so let's maybe go and build some harvesters right there. So we will be producing detoids. Right, friendly beings came out. And check this out, this being here has an ability to fly because this being is equipped with a jet suit. If we go to equipment, we can see that there's a jet suit here. And it has a mini jet, so this dude will be able to fly around. Awesome. Let's deconstruct his pod. And he's already working. What a champ. Just joined, already working. And there we go. The floors are being rebuilt. We're having a nice time over here. Did our fella... Oh no. Okay, he didn't survive. I thought he wouldn't. Hypoxia fatal. Oxygen levels low. So with the oxygen levels, now it won't be a sudden death, but if we look at this... Okay, so fatal organ wound on the brain was inflicted 10 hours ago. So basically, it wasn't a long run for this one. So to make this go away, let's go build a few oxygen pumps around here. These are tiny, so we're gonna have to slap a bunch of them. And let's do one here. And we will also have to wait for the floors to get built. What's happening here? Storage capsule contains 50 steel plate. Very nice. That is nice to have. Thank you for opening it, Chip. Yeah, so where did I want to build that oxygen pump? Let's put it right there. Yeah, so these two pumps will hopefully help. Now, next wake up in 4 hours, 50 minutes. So you can see that the game is sort of keeping us on our toes right now, because in 20 minutes of playtime, I already had a pod come down, another pod come down, 2 wake ups, and I'm mostly playing on 1x speed. So I figured that if you have to play at 10x, the game sucks. So I'm doing everything to make the game enjoyable at slow speed. So it will be much faster, and wait till we get to production, you'll see how fast things will be produced. For example, cooking a meal will take 1 hour or less, I think. And that will be done in, if you look at the clock here, it used to be running at 1 minute per second in real time. Now it's running at 3 minutes per second. And if you do 10x, you're going to see something like this. It's going to be really fast. And here's another event. And we have a new wake up. A new wake up. Who are we going to choose this time? Let's see. He's too much. He was a drug addict, which made him very much incapable of various things. I think this is a too harsh thing. Yeah. Let's pick something else then. Bookworm. Let's pick a bookworm. And let's move that dead body out of here, because it's just annoying to have it. Let's keep our pile of dead bodies somewhere here where nobody will go. Also, I wonder what happened to the bed of the dead person. Looks like someone was sleeping underneath the dead body. Okay, so we have the bed. Now there's another thing that's new. The bed is actually assignable. So you can see here it's assigned to Chip. And there's also a pet spot, so if we would have a pet, we could assign the pet. And for example, this bed here is not assigned, so you can assign it to Norby, who doesn't have a bed yet. If we click assign, then Norby will have this bed for himself. And we could put beds into rooms, and then everybody will have a room. They will be happier. And all that. Okay, so these are still not configured. Let's grow wheat in those. And you can see how fast the wheat is growing. Like, this was planted quite recently, and it's already 52%. So yeah, I'm cracking down on wait times and on grind. Also, another big change with Detoid production. Every Detoid type will take 2 hours to produce. Because it used to be... Yeah, it's 2 hours at 10 kilowatts, 2 hours at 75 kilowatts, 2 hours at 20 kilowatts. So only the energy consumption will be changed. And now also there's another mechanic with the batch size. When you increase the batch size, the energy consumption will go up, but while the production time will also go up, you will get these 5 Detoids faster than you would if you had produced them one by one. But this will cost more energy. So it's a cool mechanic. And in the end, you get a little bit of a benefit, like about 10% bonus in consumption of energy times time. So you get a bit of bonus if you do this. And yeah, of course, when I do that, I'm pushing it a bit. So we're getting close to this limit of energy, so I'll have to probably build some solar panels while we still can. And yeah, we need the oxygen. before these guys get hypoxia, which they don't have it yet. That's good. But we definitely want oxygen to be a bit more available. Temperature, it's fine. It's just a bit chilly. -54. Don't worry about it. Let's also haul everything, because it looks like garbage over here. All right, so what can we do about this? There's a dust storm, but unfortunately we do not have a particle collector. It wasn't given for us. But yeah, let's actually ramp up the toy production. We want to have more basic toys for now, and maybe tech. So I'm just going to keep them running, and you'll see how fast it goes. At 1x speed, you can watch the progress bar and you'll see it move at 1x. It's just insanely faster compared to before. Also want to build the bot docks. I have this new thing, bot dock, although it shouldn't be in electricity. I'll have to let me quickly report bot dock in electricity menu. Alright, so let's build some. I want them to be right here. So every time the bots are idling, they will go and sit in those docks, and you can also assign them just like beds for the colonists. Okay, let's see. Connect. And they will self-assign them as well. You can reassign if you want. So you can manage this the way you like. And you can see that they're already sitting in these docks. And what I really like about this new scenario is that it generates the wall sockets. So as you can see, I only built one connector in the whole time right now. Only this one, so I would reach the things that were disconnected. And also we have still these couple of engines. Talking about engines, this scenario, it starts with a bridge controls, and there's autopilot upgrade installed. So we can open star map and we can fly. We can fly immediately. We don't have to wait for anything. We don't have to research anything. So we're moving. Space flight is also much faster now. We're going to be moving way faster than before. So we now are moving at 1x speed, and we have very tiny engines. And we're moving significantly faster than we used to. We're going to launch some mining expedition. What are these? Lacking protein. Okay, so we want to haul protein to the kitchen, but we don't have it. Fortunately, we will have vegetarian food. I'm gonna bookmark it. So we need phytodetoid. To get phytodetoid, we have to research it in crafted in research station. We have it locked. We need tech detoids and basic. We have tech, we need basic. So let's just wait for research station to unlock. And we'll get ourselves to cook vegetarian food. Eventually. But meanwhile, we might get something. You know, I actually want to test one thing that I haven't. Nutrient extractor. Oh, wait, so yeah. That's a little bit annoying. Nutrient extractor. We'll unlock that. We'll build it. And there's a new wake up, of course. Who are we gonna take? Let's take the Girl Scout Mall Cop. She's gonna do some justice over here. How many people do we have? One in the toilet, one here. That's fine. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we have this planet. We have this planet, and we have a bunch of things here. Let's travel to the closest point of interest and do an expedition. I like this ship rotation when the ship is realigning itself with the target vector. Okay, so we have research ready and electricity deficit. For the electricity deficit, I have a temporary solution. We start with 3 powerful matter reactors. They can produce a lot of energy, like 150 kilowatts each. I will just switch the stasis array. You see the stasis array is eating 210 kilowatts. I can actually debug this through details of the grid and go to consumers, and I'll see that stasis array is like the biggest consumer ever. Fortunately, we can just switch the stasis cryostability from advanced to basic. That will increase the wake-up rate and start deteriorating the stability a little bit. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We'll just have a bit more people. And that's about that. Now, the most important person I want to keep is this chip here, because he has a jet suit, so he can go anywhere in space. And is he actually aligned with us? So let's go look at the stats. Check this out. How many stats do we have right now? AI alignment is 0, so this worker would not listen to me. I cannot tell him to go anywhere, but let's check others. Stats. AI alignment 0. Nobody's liking me. Nobody likes me. Whatever. I'm the ship computer. Robots like me. I can tell them what to do. So there will be people who will be able to listen to you if they have high AI alignment. And there are certain traits. There are certain traits that do this. So yeah, we have significantly reduced electricity production, and we're now moving towards this planet. Now I can see that in this thing near the planet, we're somehow moving slower than we moved outside. I think I'll have to address this. Let me report that. It's a minor bug. Space travel too slow. Near planet. Yes, it's still work in progress. I'm still just... Oh, we have an egg. Discovered an egg. I just found an egg. Let's quarantine it. And we probably want door permissions unlocked for this. So let's build a little wall around the egg. It's going to be our quarantine zone. What happens? Unreachable location? Chip tried that. Why is it unreachable for Chip? Where's Chip? Why can't he reach this? Or couldn't he reach a storage? Unreachable. But he can go here. I wonder why. Let me report this bug. Chip unreachable location. So Chip has a spacesuit. That's why he tried to help. I don't know why he tried that and why he failed, but we'll see. Okay, so the egg is actually hatching. And now we can change these door permissions. I want the enemies to never go through. There's our quarantine zone for the egg. Okay, what else could we do? What else could we do? We're getting close here. We're getting close. I like how we generate the shuttle right now. It is with this hole, so you can exit it nicely. Let's move these materials somewhere. And the servers should be closer to the ship computers. Let's bring them over here. Now, research ready, but not the one that I bookmarked. We still have to get 13 detoids. Let's see how many do we have. Detoids. If I hold control and click it, I will add it to my favorites. So now I'll have it here. I will add all detoids to favorites. So I'll have a quick overview here. Also, this favorites thing can be removed if we hit don't show again. So you can build this menu the way you like. Okay, let's connect. Now for people who don't like connecting with the mouse, there are some people who complain about this. I also don't like that, so there's so many ways to connect. You can select these things, hold shift. See, there's a tooltip says hold shift. If we hold shift, it says press this above, connector to disconnector, blah, blah, blah. Do that, and with one click, we just connected the whole 4 devices. You can also select the connector and shift click anything to connect or disconnect it as well. All right, what else? These are healing. There's 2 conditions, hypoxia, critical. We still have hypoxia in this corner. Yeah, because the bed is in a location where oxygen level is 4.3. That's an emergency. We either have to put this here, or maybe a better option is to relocate the bed. Let's relocate the bed to somewhere where the oxygen is not as low. And this was a dumb choice to put the beds right near the wall. This was a really dumb choice. Let's relocate all the beds. Okay, I want to select the bed, not the colonist. This one will go like that. Not pretty, I know, not pretty. I want to see what will happen if we relocate the bed from underneath the sleeping person, and it did not really work too well. So let's or debug. Relocate bed mid-sleep. Unfortunately, Saria did not live long enough to see her new bed relocated, so let's move her to the body dump. This is our body dump. And also you may notice that we have a lot of new body types and hairstyles. And one feature that is extremely amazing is that equipment is shared. Like, you can take the spacesuit and the uniform, you can unequip that if you, of course, are able to control the person. And anyone will be able to equip it, female or male, no matter the body type, no matter anything, it will be equipable. So that's amazing. Also, we have these avatars now, so you can see who is who. And like, if you select a bunch of people here, you can see them by the face, not just a silhouette of a human. So there's lots of little things added to the new update. The egg is hatching a little too slowly. I would like this to be faster. I'm gonna write myself a task to egg hatches too slowly. Solar panels. Let's build some solar panels. So this ship has some nice pockets for them. Let's build some panels here and here. How's our flight? We're almost there. I think we will already launch an expedition from this distance. So I'm gonna remove the grounded robot and human box because he cannot mine. If it's a mining expedition, maybe we could add a human. We could add Chip. Who's still sleeping. Let's add Chip. Let's see if he will manage to wake up from the bed and be less headless. Yeah, he managed to wake up and got correctly fixed. Now you'll see the mining speed. Also, the shuttle storage is now double. It was 150, now it's 300. It's going to be mining much faster. And we will see what happens. Where's the shuttle? Oh, it's still launching. Shuttle is still launching. That's my favorite part. Whee! The shuttle flies out. Okay, now the shuttle is already there. That was fast. And let's see what it's up to. So it's first going to explore. Oh, that's a bug. It is showing the shuttle through the star map, but that's okay, I guess. No, it's not okay. I'll have to report it to myself. So if you hit Control F1, you will report it with a screenshot as it is at the moment. Shuttle and star map. Alright, so what do we have here? Mining rock. Okay, that was a little too... No, not too fast. We're mining like 480 something a day. So we have mined 9 so far, 12. I think it's fair enough to have this mining rate. Maybe a little too fast. Maybe just a little too fast. But again, I don't want to make the players wait anymore because I really want them to enjoy the game and not just wait for something to happen to keep going at clock speed 3. And if you may notice, I almost never use the faster clock speeds. I always try to play it at normal speed. And if it's boring at normal speed, then it's a problem. And that's something I have to fix. Alright, so I should have sent the grounded bot because the panels need the flying workers and everybody who can fly and build are out on the expedition. Fortunately, if you look at the body parts, there's this multi-tool. And if we go to look at the abilities, so ability to build is coming from the multi-tool and the manipulator. So we could take the multi-tool away from the robot and we could put it into a carrier drone. And guess what would happen? The carrier drone would learn to build, and then the carrier drone would be able to build. But also carrier drone has the ability to fly, which comes from 2 mini jets. We could go and remove one of the mini jets after we get some device that can do that. And then we can install the mini jet into the robot instead of a robot's tracks. And that would allow the robot to fly. So you can mix and match body parts of the robots and you will get some interesting combinations. There's also body parts that allows robots to do work that humans don't do. And in this case, this robot here actually has a part like that. So if we build, let me show you, if we build a loom, for example, let's build a loom right there. And a chair. Oh, and a chair for the kitchen. Rotation. Now, when we build this, the robot is actually going to be able to craft, because if we look at the abilities, there's the ability to craft, and there's the source of it, the manipulator. So this scenario in particular, since it's giving the player a head start, it provides a advanced body part for the hand here. It's a manipulator, which can do advanced things that basically human hands can do. So this robot is basically as good as any human. Except for, I think, ability to research, because for that you actually need a human being. We can also inspect what these could do, the dead bodies. So yeah, they have the ability to research. So you see the source of this ability is the human brain. But if we look at the body, we can actually salvage some good organs out of here. For example, there's liver, there's kidneys, and there's more kidneys coming. We have to choose more kidneys. Okay, what do you have? You're a dancer. You're a mall cop and homeless. And you are a Boy Scout and nanny and homeless. You can't construct, so not you. Going to choose this one. Bria. Now, let's see. Why? Okay. Lacking material steel plate. Whoa, wait. We're lacking steel plate? Are we already out of steel plate? No, we are not. We are not. So I think we just can't reach the steel plate. That's a little bit misleading. Yeah, we can't reach the steel plate because it's definitely there. And if we click, yeah, we can see which storages contains it. So a lot of storages contain steel plate, but we just can't reach it here. Although the drones will go and do that. The drones will pick things up. And yeah, she likes to clean. That's nice. We're going to get something. We're going to get something soon. Okay, how's the mining going? We have already mined 153 rocks. And I think I'm going to call the expedition back because I guess it's enough already. They have been mining for 13 hours. So if you are playing version 0.10, in 13 hours, 3 people with little mining skill would mine something about 15 rock. Now we mined 162. So yeah, the balance is changing at often orders of magnitude. Things will be really different. Let's see how the shuttle lands. Smoke. And soon enough, folks will come out with the loot. And the first thing they are running forward is the toilet. No, the toilet. And sanity actually takes a good hit of the expedition. So see here. Yeah, expedition gave a quite big sanity debuff. We can now move on and maybe explore what else do we have here. Let's fly over to center here, like in between all the events. We're going to send the shuttles out. So yeah, what else? What else could we do? Are we getting hypoxia now? We shouldn't. Although I can see that there's like, yeah, the oxygen level is actually a little lower here, and I think it's because that the person is sleeping. So the person is actually breathing the oxygen, and you can see that the oxygen level is struggling to keep up. It's getting consumed, and then it's going up, and then it's getting consumed again. So yeah, when we have 3 people in the corner and only a weak oxygen pump like that, it could be problems with oxygen. I'm going to spread the beds out a bit. I'm going to move. Someone's going to sleep near the toilet and the shower. I'm sorry. And someone is going to sleep right here. Yeah, right here. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, I know. Oh. Oh. So you can see I never use drag to connect. I always select the item and hold shift and click. I somehow find it more convenient. Alright, so this update with all the new stuff is going to be available for playtesting quite soon. Yeah, I'm working hard on trying to stabilize everything, fix all the issues. And this drone just went through the engine. Did he take any damage? That is not implemented yet. Okay. Drone went through engine flame. Okay, we did have 1000 temperature, so there was something. I think I don't deal heat damage correctly yet. We'll test that. We'll test that. How's your flight going? I can speed it up a bit. One, two. Oh, a lot of panels built here. Also, the build times are going to be much shorter, especially for higher tier items. It used to be like the higher the tier, the slower the build times, but now this will not be the case. I don't want you to wait. I want you to enjoy the game. Waiting is not enjoying. Alright. So, it's been close to an hour. I've registered myself a bunch of bugs. I think it's time to end this little playtesting session and call it a day. So yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed this little playthrough. And see you next time.